Welcome back, everyone, to more farming sim. We're back in the fields. We're actually back harvesting. We've got a pretty nice little contract going on here, and hopefully more. And of course, that's with barley that's being harvested finally. Finally, some barley. It's barley, 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 fairly barley. Now where the hell am I? Still not my house. That's where we are. So we figured out sort of roughly what we need to do here. And that is strictly we gotta use the tandem to drop the load into there. The bottom loads don't work real well, especially with like even the Borgo seeders. The belly dumps don't tend to work out well. And I have no idea why. None whatsoever. And yes, I'm still coughing, hacking. Oh, we were working at a shop today, and I tell you, I probably got more smoke inhalation today than I have in years. We were just trying to get a job done, but the guy was heating his shop with a fire stove thing, and well, the chimney wasn't connected correctly, so it was basically like bluer than blue. I don't think even if I stood in front of the smoke on a bonfire, I would smell and taste it as much. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. My eyes are burning. My sinuses are scorched. Overall, not in good shape. So don't know how long I'll be on tonight, but well, we'll still make a conscious effort getting this field done. As you can tell from here, that we actually started. Of course, that was on episode 62, if you want to check that out. Ugh. I laid down for a nap for about, probably 30-40 minutes. Yeah, it didn't help. Alright, well, big rig truck is back in the field. I wonder where my freaking cart is. I'm assuming it's somewhere out here. Ah, I see it. It's down at the other end. That is 100% full. There we go. There's my other guy. Well, we tried to use the grain cart with the smaller tractor. It didn't do so well. We had a tendency of once it was getting to a certain full point, we couldn't haul it anymore. But the big turbo tractor, not a problem. We'll get this guy operational in a second here. First combine's not on, so naturally it won't do anything with spout. Oh well. Largest header for the Klauses, so it is brutally long for its size. we're gonna get this guy hired. I don't know why they put stairs on this side. No, it's not stairs. Alright, cool. I was gonna say, because that doesn't open. It didn't on the one that I tried anyways. Okay, those stairs worked. Okay, spout out. See if I can actually do this correctly again. I'm not usually the guy that does the grain cart. I'm usually the guy that's in the combine. In real life. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult to figure it out. Cool, that bay is full. Alright, he is good to go. And I love watching combines work in this game. So satisfying watching it come off. And of course, if you haven't known, don't know the fields and whatnot, we actually have 4 fields. Bloody hell. And 2 of them are getting pretty close to coming off. We have a ways to go on this guy. And of course that's contracts. That is this guy here. I don't think there's another one yet. No. We have field 22, that's 34,000 now. That's kind of a good one. Silage bales. But I need the barley myself for the production line. If you're new here, we actually have quite a production. See what I mean? The beer, the barley is getting low. We need to up that. Our greenhouses are fine right now. We also have the butcher shop for cut chickens at the moment. That's what we're mostly doing is chickens. And of course, we also have the production of the refinery. And we got actually 2 things that we can haul: paraffin and kerosene. And of course, we have the crude oil wells as well, which automatically gets distributed to these, so we're good on that front. Guess I better make a move on because he's going to be full pretty soon here. Or he is full. Not even pretty soon, just he's full. So I'm hoping to get a little extra barley out of this contract. You really shouldn't do it like this, but don't have a choice. There we go. So contract wise, yeah, we're working on this guy. This will take probably a good chunk of the night. So yeah, we're only 20% in. And of course all the barley that's in here is what I would have been hauling. So I don't have anything in here, so I've hauled all of it. Beer production is the highest, well, one of the highest. Don't worry, he'll be full by the time we get to the other end, so I better just zoom down there right now. Because that is a big header, and that's not a very big combine, so it's it fills up pretty bloody quick. Oh, the other thing I gotta do is Wake up. That's the priority there. Um, zoom over to. Oh crap! This guy's here. He shouldn't be here. He should actually be at the secondary farm, which is our livestock. So I'm going to zoom this guy back over and take a look at the livestock while we're in between harvest. This bucket looks so freaking awkward with this tractor. It looks too small. Oh, small. Man, I tell you, since we started this map, the trees have really grown. Which I like. It makes it a lot more homely feeling. Some of our trees are growing. Except for the pines and spruce. For some reason they're not. I'm not really sure why. Our birch trees around the cottage are growing. Like they're really growing around there. I guess they're birch. The birch trees are really growing. Yeah, now that we planted grass in here, it kind of looks ugly most of the time. Yep, grain cart's full. Honey, we don't have to worry about. Eggs are almost full though. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, look, it was at the end. We definitely have a bit of work to do, obviously, in this field. But by the looks of things, we're going to get a pretty good helping of barley off here. So we've done one row since we started tonight. One whole entire row. No point racing down here too far. We're just gonna have to dump the combine again soon. Okay, so the bucket I'll get rid of here. Didn't get a chance to look at more mods. We started doing the Gold Rush series, which has taken up most of our time in between doing this. Even though we're still very much committed with this guy. Nothing wrong with it. At least this game runs way better than the other one does. I think we're actually doing all right with feed and everything here too. Animals. So we've got 130 chickens over at the other barn, and then we've got 360, 470. We have 470 chickens in the other barn, and of course what we're planning on doing is we're eventually going to sell the big chicken coop and just move it all to this guy. But in the meantime, we're just going to use up the food out of here instead of selling it. This guy, he's got 21,000 food. So he's got enough for now. And of course we have the sheepish. The sheepish is at 500 per animal. And loads of food, loads of water. And we're doing all right with that. So yeah, the eggs are just about done on that one. I'm awake, honest. Then we got one thing of eggs there. Actually, it's past the point where I thought I was going to be with them. Alright, I was going to say, I think he's probably getting pretty close. And we can't offload this guy on the go just because the header is bigger than what the pipe is. So we have to be very careful in that. Oh, fisherman's friends, how I like you. Actually, not going to be too long before the truck's full. But we're not going to dink around with it this time. We're just going to drop it and come back out. We can always use the tandem in between to haul it to the brewery where the contract is. It shouldn't take too long to fill. Next cart. I still can put a bit more in. Although it's probably getting pretty close considering you can't put full loads in it. Landed in my tire again. Yeah, it's 75. I probably should haul it back to the farm. Oh, she's a pretty heavy load. I don't know how much more I'd get in it anyways before it would be overweight. Well, horn still works. combine turned around. She's going back down the other way. Total wise, which should be about 25, 26%. Field 22's over here, isn't it? Yep, that one. 34,000 for field 2. That's not a bad contract. Oh, grain cart's full. I'll start offloading this, then I'll grab the grain cart. Go fill up the or get the load from the harvester. I might as well just go straight down the farm road. If this is what we have to do to offload, this is what we gotta do to offload. I will say the tandem is better, a lot better for this. I didn't really make it that much further. Yeah, I'd say we're about a quarter of the way done. Normally we can do about 22,000 a load with the tandem. This truck will do 75. Alright, we'll truck this back. Probably offload the combine once again with the tractor. Then in which case we'll swap over again with the tandem and pick it up at our feed the mill and just drop it off at the brewery. Full loads only. But yeah, we should be. That's doing pretty good. 28% now. And once we start delivering, it should go the other way too. But we'll completely take it off. Sort of pad our coffers with the barley a bit. How much do we actually have in them? 57,000. So we can do 2 full loads so far with the transport. Well, on the plus side, the tractor's not that far away, so I can actually just run over here. Maybe. I'm moving as fast as my little legs can carry me. He's a moving. He is a moving. Yeah, it's good to be breaking this up. Unfortunately, I'll be missing a few streams next week. Monday for sure, and probably Wednesday night for sure as well, and most likely Tuesday, because obviously we got a job to do, so we obviously gotta buck up and do the job. And as much as I do enjoy playing video games, unfortunately I do have to do real world work at the same time. I have obligations, and I also have responsibilities to do. $19,000, about 24,000 liters total. I wish it would actually put it in bushels. That make more sense to me. I still am not entirely sure what liters equates to. Alright. Not going to drop this yet. We are going to go to the yard here. Good old Mac. Good old Mac truck. Mac Attack. Wait, no, barley, yes. Give me those good old 22,000 liters. I think that's what this truck is, I'm pretty sure. Yep. But yeah, I don't have to go very far, just have to do this. But for whatever reason, with the tandem, or not the tandem, the Super B, you just can't offload to some certain areas. Like, you especially can't do it to the feed pickup for a Bordeaux Cedar either. Whereas this tandem works perfectly well. So unfortunately, I guess that's what we have to use. I knew there was a reason why I didn't sell this truck. And we've transported 19% so far. Well, it'll soon be a bit more than that. Quite a bit more. I'm just curious to know how much actually it is doing. 19% was the last one, so we should sort of roughly see the difference. $24, so we're doing 6% a load. Which means this contract we should have, with hauling it, should have gone up a bit. Yeah, 32%. It's not bad. And at 89%. By the time I get into the tractor, start moving, he'll be 100. is. He's full. I actually think we're a bit further than. Oh yeah, we made definite miles here. We should, in theory, get this one done. And of course, like I said, there's lots of other ones to come off. We've got 46 here. We've got 98, 102, and 100. All of these are good size fields. We should be able to maybe get a contract with them. She's the first one to actually give us a chance on it, since these ones are still stuck in limbo with the stupid potatoes. They're not ready yet. But again, we're just in the harvest in June here, which is our barleys. Our wheats, barley, canola, and oats are all coming off in July and, well, August. But we can also seed for canola in August, which is kind of what I'm thinking of doing. We can switch one guy out for weeds, which I'm going to probably do with the oat field, and do the oat field and and probably a wheat, and then the oat field in canola, or not the oat field, but the barley field or wheat field I currently have in canola. Alright, let's fill the truck up a bit. At least the front cart. I have to stand on the step to see it load. Actually, this is a pretty good view right here. Can I not get up? Apparently not. That friggin' combine is 80% full again. We are definitely making miles on this. I wonder if I could actually follow behind him and just offload on the go. I know it's in the field side, but I wonder if I could hook it. Oops. Oh no, we're fighting. We're fighting. Never mind, it's just easier to do it like this. I'm gonna say, is it raining? Crap, it's raining. I'm gonna stop the combine. We lose such a massive amount that it's not worth it. It's not worth combining in the rain. Gonna cover up the it doesn't get wet. And with 36,000, I might as well just go offload it. I don't know if that guy's gonna stop. I mean, he's gonna have to, right? We are down in our finances again. But while it's raining, what we could do is grab the pickup truck and grab a couple. Oh, that's another thing I was going to look at is for an old 88 Ford or Dodge or something. You know, one of the old square bodies and with a long box. Well, we'll offload this, we'll drop it, we'll take the pickup truck, we'll go burn down, pick up a pallet. Oh yeah, it's raining. Can you tell? Well, definitely raining. I wish my other trees around the house would grow. Like, I'm surprised the elms grew as much as they did. We might not get this mission done tonight, or this contract. You can actually harvest in the rain. You shouldn't, but you can. I think you lose 30% of the yield, if memory serves, something like that. Yeah, we just got 800 left in this cart back here. Can leave it open. It's empty. What's it gonna do? Wash off? Alright, I might as well haul this back out to the field. I wonder, do I have 44? I've got 49. I could do 2 more loads there, so another 12% on to 24. So 36% hold. They're in abouts anyways. Really good rainstorm for June. is a hell of a rainstorm. At least unlike Gold Rush, when there's a storm like this, at least if it hits the plant, it doesn't blow up the plant. Had that happen a couple times now. We did move it last night, finally. It took me 3 different tries to actually load into the game before things started almost working. Twice it goofed entirely and things flipped off to space, so I tell you, the optimization that game has just sucks now. Tabby tab, tab tab tab, 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 tab. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And this will be 1 truckload of barley. Too bad this doesn't actually add to the production. Because, I mean, we've hauled a lot. I think we do have a fair bit sitting here. So this should be 29%. That seems a bit off. So is it only 5%? So this would only make it 34. I am kind of confused. Kind of confused and kind of conflicted here. How long is it going to rain for? Till 2100 tonight. That's 5 hours. 33%. So no, that's not 5. Kind of bogus number. But at the same time, contract-wise, we're now 37%. Alright. Well, let's take the pickup truck. Head up there and see about getting a couple pallets of stuff. Grab at least the paraffin and the kerosene. I mean, it's a couple $1,000 each, right? Or $1,500 a piece, or something like that. I wonder what the beer price is at Norse Pub. Because that's the big one, is if the prices aren't good. I was looking up pallet warehouses and stuff. Unfortunately, it's only for the general stuff. Doesn't include the new mods and stuff, so I think we're just stack and store it in our own building. And I've thought about even building another building just specifically for pallet stacking. Hello, good sir. Load me up. Oh yeah, right. I might want to spawn them before just, you know, assuming they're there. Them. Spawn one pallet and one pallet. Motor oil's getting close, but no cigar. Probably stick kerosene in first and then the paraffin. Even if all I got was 1,000 each, it's still better than nothing. It still covers the labor cost. This stupid little pallet of frickin' paraffin is just as heavy as that entire thing of kerosene. There we go. Now we're good to go. Oh, it is heavy. It makes the truck rock. Yeah, let's see if we launch. Or if we get T-bone this time. Oh, there's a car there. There's a car there. There's a car there. Oh, 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 oh. We lost it. Stop it. Yeah, we actually lost it. It's over here. You have to go out with the pallet forks and pick that one up. Even though it was strapped in, it wasn't really strapped in. Good thing this does about 43 kilometers an hour. You get pretty damn wet inside of it though. There we go. The kerosene was $2,300. We'll take a look. If it's raining while we're working, we might actually want to consider doing those the beer. Yeah, here's the paraffin. We could do the beer. Even if we don't sell the beer, we could just move it into a warehouse. Gets me back to, we need to have a little warehouse other than doing what we're doing in here. I can zoom through here and show you guys what I mean. Right now, we actually have honey, we have frozen chicken, and we have wool. Because the pricing is kind of low and kind of crap right now, it's actually worth hanging on to rather than trying to sell. This stuff, I think, is a pretty decent price. Yeah, this stuff's a pretty decent price. We made $4,000 just from that. Yeah, it's a little wet. Little slip inside. So let's take a look at some numbers here. Honey. Norris Market is about the best, about 1,700. Beer production is, it's a little bit. Bloomingard is about the best one, but it's going down. I want to say I'm just going to hold on to the honey for right now, though, till the prices get maybe a little bit better. What was the next one? Frozen chicken. See these. Norris Market 4,008. That's not bad. Kerosene's going up. Motor oil's going down. We might hold on to the motor oil. And Norris Market for bearing grease. Cut chicken is down. Fortunately, I only have one sales, and that's 1,800 per 1,000. So we're just going to hold on to that. Wool was the other thing, wasn't it? I think wool was the other one. Wool is down across the board. So yeah, we're just going to hold on to the wool. Beer was the next one, right? Wheat beer's up. Barley's down. Honey beer's up. Strawberry. But wheat beer is actually up at a pretty decent price right now. So let's maybe move some wheat beer. Do have a fair bit of it, and it comes in pallet 216. So we can move 5 pallets of it. We might as well sell 5 pallets of it and make our profit. I don't know if I could haul 5 pallets of it in one go. Actually, truth be told, apparently I can only stack 4 of them out here at once. Alright, let's see about selling one more. Yeah, there we go. I could try moving all 5. It's gonna be sketchy though. You know what I would seriously wish? If Gold Rush of the game had a lot of the same physics as what this game did. It would be better for everyone if that was the case. Because this game is actually pretty good. There are some weird things that happen once in a while, but overall, it's not bad. No. It was good right up to the point when it wasn't. I don't know. Like this thing basically is Inspector Gadget. It has go-go arms. How high would you like it to go? I can bring it back down to almost normal. Holy fuck. You fucking whore. I had them all perfect. Well, I mean, if that one stays on the rack, like the headache rack, it might be fine. The top one's spinning. That top one's spinning. Alright. The Jenga middle one is now spinning. There's a lot of magic going on here. Alright, this is kind of one of those YOLO themes. Just freaking send it. And hope it makes it there. Okay, that wasn't too bad. $3,400. We sold some wheat beer. I think that wasn't actually that bad. So, between the 4 and whatnot, we've actually sold... We're 6,000 in the red. But we sold some pretty decent products. Sold products 14,000. Or a lot less than what most of the time we get, but... I still don't get why we didn't get anything for contracts the last time. Because we did that hay contract. But nothing. Unless it just all went into the hay bales contract. I don't know. What have we got for pending buildings? What can we do with that building? Like, I don't want anything like this. That's way too big for what we need. Even a garage like this is questionable. 44,000, kind of like that. Man, I tell you, that's a machine shop. Garage to store a vehicle and tools. I mean, I think that would be perfect. It's just really expensive. And where would I put it? I guess. Is there anything on the back side of this one? No, there isn't, is there? It's just 2 garage doors like that. I mean, I could move the header and put it back there. Might be an option. I'll probably pick it up with forks here. Move it. I actually poke my forks out. No, I can't. That'd be ideal, but nope. Well, that worked as well as I was expecting it to. I don't know how far this will go before it spins off. That's all I needed. I didn't have to go that far. Yeah, first time being dry in a while, huh? So I do like the looks of that building. I know it's 160,000, but maybe everything's said and done after this contract, we might have something to work with. It's got frickin' heat lamps in there. Well, what do you know? Apparently I don't even need to open that door ever. Little did I know. We're kind of limited on our times. I wanted to skip ahead maybe an hour or two, but as long as this rain's supposed to hold up for till another 2 hours, that's about it. You might be able to just live with it. The wool and the chicken would be nice to sell. It really would. But oh yeah, they're full on food. They're about 39,000 water too. How are my babies? Still the same. $39 pieces of eggs, $13.71. Wool and the wool. I mean, we actually have another pallet here too. We have 4 pallets, so that's 1,600 liters of honey. The only problem is honey isn't worth that much. So we'd be sitting at about 2,400. Yeah. I mean, Norse market's going up. I'm also just let it build production. Yeah. Don't really want to cut any more trees down, even though we could haul it in the tandem. And we know that now. The eggs, the market stall. That's still one of the best ones. I mean, I could come get them. But we're definitely not going to make the $50,000 up. By no means we're going to make that up in time. Yeah, the oat field is pretty much just about ready. Unfortunately, I'd have to build a brush pile. I'm just cleaning up the brush on the side here just so we can get the tractor and combine down a little bit easier. And a little bit of pruning it takes to do it. Could cut one more off this side. Oops. Well, that tree ain't gonna grow worth a shit now, is it? Somehow I managed to nip the top. That's one of those funny looking African trees now. Whoops. Wasn't me. Didn't do it. How much room I have between my property and his? Maybe trees. Small downy service bush. That's what I basically did over there. Medium downy. Large. It's a young birch. Small birch. Medium birch. Large. There's the oaks. Small poplar. Well, there goes my ideas of $50,000, right? There. I mean, it's just a little bit more windbreak and gives it a little bit more, I don't know, look. So when you look at it like this, it doesn't look like it's just so barren. I do like these downy bushes, though. They're kind of neat. These remind me of Swedish aspens, actually. Not so much of a poplar tree, but a Swedish aspen, just because of the way they grow up. I guess an aspen is a poplar. I guess. In the grand scheme of things, I guess that's what it actually equates to. Well, there's no pruning this bush. It's basically just cut here. I just planted it. I don't want to cut it. Yeah, so the wool isn't worth much. I really don't want to do too much with all of it. And I will say this, if you are new here and you're watching this and you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button, as it does help us grow. And of course, for all the new people that have subscribed, thanks for joining, as it really does help out. Helps me out anyways. And I do really appreciate it. Should almost have a lawnmower. I don't think you can buy a lawnmower, can you? That's expensive as balls. That's another mod I'm gonna have to look for. Is a let's go FS22 mods. Of course, I always do. There's one particular one that I always go with, and that's Farming Simulator 22 mods. I have the best luck with this one, and it also has the widest selection of mods for PCs for this. Lawn mower, like a little John Deere ride-on would be perfect. Well, there's a roper. There's an old John Deere. I mean, there are some good ones. I'm kind of thinking like a zero turn would be fucking perfect. Honda push mower. An Avanti. Oh man, they have a John Deere 56. I used to have one of those. That's the one with the... It was technically a zero turn. It had this dinky little wheel in the bottom. But it was actually quite amazing. Oh, there's a zero turn. Oh, there we go. John Deere zero turns, including the commercial ones. Ah. Alright, we're going to download this. Perfect. Create download. Yep, download file. Only 14 meg. Yeah, that's freaking beautiful. Meanwhile, everyone's watching me this screen going, what the hell's he doing? I went on the mod hub. I mean, if I end up having like 2,000 freaking mods, who cares, honestly? Alright, it is actually downloaded. Hang on a second. I'm gonna have to do it like this. File Explorer, downloads. This guy here, we'll cut that one. Let's go into my documents. Let's go into my games. Let's go into Farming Sim 22, mods folder, and paste. There we go. Now, I think, I don't know if I have to stop the game entirely. Maybe. We'll save it anyways. We'll quit the game. Yes, we'll quit the game. We'll see if it works. If not, I'll have to reboot the game in order for it to pop on. Oh, there it is. That's how quick and easy it is to put mods on this game. It's like, how is it like real life? And when I say, is it like real life, I mean cost. If this thing is like anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000, then I know it's like real life. Because that's how much hours cost. In reality, we actually got pretty decent. I think in the end it was only, how was it? $2,000, maybe $3 difference. Like, we got a huge difference off only because it was the word escapes me. Traded. That's what I'm looking for. We had a traded mowers. Holy crap. Oh, that's the Z994R. That's the commercial mower. Those things are fucking amazing. Ah, okay, so we can have the diesel version. Or the gas version. Let's just go with the gas. By the way, these things are amazing. If you ever have a tire like this in your life, these things are amazing. They have no air, which means there's no punctures. You never have to worry about a flat. They are fucking amazing. Manual deck. Hydraulic deck. That's better. I mean, 72 inch, right? Let's go for broke. Attachments, rear hitch. We can have a rear hitch. Why? A plow bracket? Really? Both. None. Let's go like this. So this thing is $23,000. I mean, it is a commercial mower. This isn't even the one. This isn't even like ours. Ours is actually a. The hell is ours? 325 or something like that. A Z325R. Like, don't get me wrong. It's a really good mower. Like, hands down, it is a really good mower. And unfortunately, the whole reason why we got a different mower is our mower decided to have a major problem called the engine blew, which was kind of sad. It was a good lawnmower. It shouldn't have had its fate misguided as such. Here, Here starts the big debate. What would you rather have? A fifth wheel or a gooseneck? Me personally, hands down, I would always choose a gooseneck over a fifth wheel. And more so, to me, the only reason why I would choose the gooseneck over the fifth wheel is because you can do ridiculously angles with it. Fifth wheel you can jackknife to a certain degree. Like you can jackknife it to about here, right? This one, look at this ridiculous angles you can do. Without hitting your cab, you can bring it back to this angle. That's insane. Not to mention, goosenecks, the way they're actually designed is quite brilliant versus a fifth wheel. I find you have a lot more torsion rolls. This ditch is kind of low to be showcasing this. This one isn't though. So, say you're up on a hill like this. This is normal. Like, torsion rolls, even like this. You can get away with big frickin' torsion rolls with a gooseneck, where you can't with a fifth wheel because it starts binding on your box frame. I don't care if I'm mowing in the rain. Not at all. If I make one big windrow in the end, don't care. It gives us something to do for an hour while it's raining. But it's always the big debate. I think for the most part, it's a personal preference. What do you prefer? Do you prefer a gooseneck over a fifth wheel, or do you prefer the fifth wheel over a gooseneck? Or are you a radical and you prefer bumper pull over both? Like, I mean, bumper pull, you can still pull a lot, but it depends on the weight distribution. No, this is definitely bigger than what ours is. Oh, it doesn't do the reverse thing on it. I mean, it does play with the frickin' whatchamajoohickers. Full send. God, this is a huge mower. This is way bigger than what mine is. Actually, truth be told, ours is, in real life, our zero turn is only 54 inches to 72. And again, there's nothing really wrong with it. The only reason why we ever went with 54 and not anything bigger is because where we park it is in a shed. We physically can only put a 54 inch in our shed. Hence why that's the biggest lawnmower we put in. Not to mention, you get too big, you're limited in places that you can actually use it. So, like, it gets to be problematic. Let's try not to launch our new lawnmower. Full send. I do find, though, the new mowers, like, even ours, it's a 54 inch, right? I think it's a 325R. It's like really super good in context of fuel economy. It's got this tiny little I think it's 1.2 gallon tank, which you can basically do our entire 3 acres of lawn with it, which is way more fuel efficient than what the old one was. And at first it was like, oh man, it takes me 2 fill-ups to frickin' mow the lawn. This kind of sucks. Then you start figuring out, going, wait a minute, The old one, I basically burned an entire tank on, and that thing was 5 gallons. And this one only burns like a gallon and a little over a gallon. Okay, that's way more fuel efficient. So in the end, I can't really complain. It's just better designed overall. Alright, let's this baby turn. Lower the deck. No. X is lower the deck. Oh, yep, it's just like the real one. And I say that because you can do like fucking your 30 kilometers an hour with the damn thing when you're mowing. It is absolutely stupid insane. I mean, the grass is going to grow back. We know this. But so long as I can, get some of it cleaned up, it looks better when it's mowed. I must admit, it's actually a little bit harder to control than the real one. Still pretty damn cool, though. You have to admit this. It is pretty freaking cool that this is a mod in a game. I wonder if I could just mow right out to the roadway there. Or if it says you can't mow because this is not your property. Well, to a certain degree, yes. How did I miss that? Let's get as close to the building as we can. There we go. Well, the only other way I could conceivably see us doing this is if we were to use the swather to mow this down. And I don't really want to pick the stuff up. I could, but I don't really want to. This system works. I like this. This thing's actually a little bit harder to control than the real one. The real one, you just basically burn donuts and back and forth. This one feels like there's actually a steering control. I actually hire somebody to... Huh. No field found. No shit. Oops. That's because it's not a field. It's my frickin' cow barns and stuff. At least they got it right, though. It's a Kawasaki engine. The original one was Briggs & Stratton. The new one is actually Cowie. And I actually prefer the Kawasaki's, to be honest. Not just because I have a side-by-side that's Kawasaki. That's not the reason. No, the main reason is they're just a good workhorse engine. Very little ever goes wrong with them. And if something does go wrong, it's actually fairly easy to fix, even if you are a complete goof. Well, I tell you, the part that I did mow with this thing looks pretty damn good. Alright, let's burn donuts and go over here. Holy K. I wouldn't consider this one a zero turn. It doesn't really act like a zero turn. Not a real one from real life. This one still feels like there's a steering control where you should just be able to burn frickin' donuts around things. Unless I just need to figure out how to run this thing. That might be half the battle. How the hell do I run this thing? I just keep burning donuts in the wrong direction. I mean, I finally got my buddy buying one for next year. He's going from lawn tractor to an actual zero turn. He's ventured off into the world of zero turns. I mean, this thing friggin' rips. Bonk. Right into the back end of the trailer here. This thing should fit between. I didn't actually design it for the zero turn being here, but and frickin' chickens. So anyone tuning in, there's me out here mowing in the rain. Kind of no different than what real life would be like, basically. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's mowing. But it looks so much better after it's been mowed. Again, I don't care if I have grass collection to do. My biggest concern is looks. I know it's going to grow again. It's kind of like real life. You get looking pretty damn sweet, and then all of a sudden you look back and go, oh man, I got to mow that again. Fortunately, I parked the bucket right there. Didn't have a mower at that time. This one is not like a real zero turn. This one's harder to control. but I still like it. You can do zero turn maneuvers if you actually hold it down tight. Actually does pretty good. Must be a pretty decent mower to. That's pretty thick grass. It's not seemingly having much of an issue. Alright, so we know where the borderline is. I basically mowed my stuff. Oh! Popping wheelies. Popping wheelies. It is actually doing a bad job. You can tell it's mulching the grass. Well, as much of grass as this stuff is. Oh, out of control. This zero turn mower is tough to control. It's not like the real one. And like, there's two reasons why I'm actually mowing this. One, looks, it just looks so much better after it's mowed. But two, we're blowing time. We're literally blowing time. Because we have nothing better to do while it's raining than mow the lawn. Like hell am I gonna frickin' harvest in this rain? I get it all? Looks like I got it all. Come on. I am not gonna harvest a bloody thing in this rain. That's just a good recipe for disaster. And this is my first time mowing with this machine, so I have no no routine with this, or which way I should go, or how I should mow, or whatnot. I don't know. I mean, we have tons of fuel for this thing. Yeah, if this wasn't a mulcher blade, this might be a bit different, but it's doing an alright job. Turn old chunks of mulch. Sheep aren't impressed with it. Oh, you snooze, you lose, you damn things. Guess it's kind of clear and cut which side is mine, huh? Then I guess I could actually mow around my house. Definitely something to think about. I can actually mow around the house now and not have to worry about it. It just got dark. Does this thing have any lights on it? Nope. Of course not. It's exactly like mine then. It's too cheap for the light package. Well, really, I can count in one hand how many times I'm mowing at night. And the darkness. Literally one hand. One hand I can count how many times I'm mowing at night. And the only times I ever mow at night is if I'm really close to finishing mowing and I just want to get the job done. Okay, it's like 20. That's when you said you're gonna stop frickin' raining, then we can get back to combining. It does say there's sun coming out. It'd be a beautiful night after the rain. Meanwhile, there's just me mowing the lawn. I mean, it's a dirty deed. Somebody's got to do it. Sad truth is, in real life, I don't mind mowing the lawn. It's one of those things. It's oddly relaxing. Like this game, it's oddly relaxing. I can't exactly explain it, but it's oddly relaxing. You know, once you're actually moving with this thing, you start figuring out how it mows. It's not that bad. Definitely no zero turn that I'm used to. You shouldn't have to do broad strokes with it, though. Ours, I can literally turn on a dime. I feel like I'm driving a go-kart with a mower deck on it. That is really what I feel like. Alright. I refuse to move the trailer at this point in time. So I'll just mow around it about the best I can. Alright, that's not bad. So much for it's going to stop raining sometime this century. We could have got the harvest done if it hadn't rained. Oh well. C'est la vie. Well, we did get something done. We got the mowing done, essentially. I mean, I will have the mowing done here. There's not that much left on it. I freaking love these tires, though. Makes me wonder how much they actually are. Because, I mean, even in a modern sense, if these damn things were in a real world situation where like $200, even $300 a tire, I'd do it. In a heartbeat, I'd do it. Never having air pressure. They have actually really good traction too. From what I've heard anyways. I've heard from a few people that they have really decent traction. The zero air pressure at first is kind of weird, but yes, I'm mowing with the chute inside. Not that that's much of an issue. Well, we've just about done this piece too. Alright, just this little back piece left, and we're literally done the mowing. Getting harder and harder to see out here. It's just like real life. Really hard to see. I guess we get to see in the next day what it actually looks like. At night, it looks awesome. During the day, it's like, I might want to try that again. This was actually a pretty decent sized patch that we mowed. Yep. We definitely got something done. It still pisses me off that it's still raining, even though it shouldn't be. Okay, that was a thicker patch than I was expecting. I was thinking maybe it was at near the end, but nope. Now it is. Alright. Not that you can see anything, but we're sneaking off. Things have happened. This is what happens when you're in the middle of the night and you can't see anything. Well, at least we can clean the deck now. Yep. So, case in point, couldn't see anything, wrapped the brand new lawnmower in the fence. There's a tractor around here somewhere. Yep, so much for it to stop raining anytime soon. I'm still happy that we stopped combining. Actually, overall, it doesn't look too bad after it's been mowed. Well, that worked. Totally fine. Nothing to see here. I drive away like nothing has happened. What's the odds I can actually get this onto the truck in the dark? Actually, not that bad. Alright, she's strapped on. I mean, that's actually not bad. All things considered, that's not bad. Off to the other farm we go. Maybe. I just ollied off in a car. No, I don't think the ramps are down. Oops. I missed my corner. Oh, this stuff could be almost swathed again. No, that's not what I said. Get off the ramp. Just mowing my lawn in the middle of the night. Nothing to see here. wife told me that I'm a lazy son of a bitch. I gotta go out and mow the lawn. Actually, I think those trees are the only ones out here in the front. Oops. Kind of went off on a tangent there. I think it's raining heavier now than it was before. I mean, the lawnmower tires, everything is just absolutely soaked. Good thing I put the brights on the subject. And we have the effervescent freaking lawnmower. Yep, just mowing my yard. I always go off on a tangent coming around this corner. I'm not really entirely sure why. Oh, it does look good after I mow it. Even all the weeds go on after. Starting to look pretty damn good once it's done. These are definitely weird tires. Kind of want them in real life though. It's going right for the 3. Figured out long ago that you can actually clip the tree and just go through it. It is what it is. Don't you wish in real life that you could no-clip a tree and just go through it? This rain can stop at any time. Oh yeah, I can no clip any tree except when that happens. Then basically it's like, that is a solid ass tree. Yeah, it's almost like real life. You can use the tree to zero turn around. Say, waifu should be really happy I mowed the lawn. Voila! We have one tiny piece of the yard mowed. If this rain would ever friggin' stop. Okay, next dumb question. I know I have trees here somewhere. Does it mow them, or does it just go... Aw, sweet. Cool. It doesn't mow them. Basically, it's no different than the rest of it. I can no-clip them. Oh house. Mowing around my house. Mowing my house. There's a pile of wood behind my house. I just tried to mow the wood. Oh, don't mow the gas meter. I'm pretty sure that would probably be bad for your health. It's kind of an assumption that I have. Yeah, we went from harvest tonight all the way down to fuck it, we can't do anything else. Let's mow in the rain. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Again, I mean, it does look much better after it's done. Almost looks like a pristine manicured lawn after we're done. I mean, the best way I mow my trees is just mow them down. They grow back in the end. I actually didn't do anything with the swathing or anything before mowing. It's a little different. Just making my yard look pretty. Oh, for crying out loud, the rain was supposed to be done an hour and a half ago. Just freaking stop already. We'd like to get combining again. Well, not tonight. I wanted to actually finish it tonight, but unfortunately it's getting late, as it already is. I've already mowed everything in the rain. But I think that is going to probably be it for me tonight. I am pretty tired. And still choking from smoke inhalation from that freaking job we quickly did today. It was bad. No lies, it was bad, but we got her fixed. But yeah. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And like I said before, if you guys are new here and you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button as it does help us grow. And of course, you can also do that by hitting the button underneath the video and or smacking that Husker upside the head in the bottom right corner of the video. Overall, he's a nice guy, but sometimes he needs a good smack. So hit him upside the head, and he'll pop out a button for you, and all you have to do is hit that button and you should go away. And of course, you can also hit the likes or dislike. Entirely up to you. I'm not prejudiced either way. If you don't like the content and you hit the dislike, that's fine too. I'm happy for you. So yeah, you can hit those, share to all your friends and family, and of course hit the notification bell so you know when we go live and new content comes out. And yeah, we'll see everyone on the next one.